Hello family, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about how to be more intentional in your mornings to start off your day. I don't know about you guys, but I have the guilty pleasure of watching YouTube morning routines just because they make me feel more inspired and more motivated, whereas my mornings usually look a little bit more like this. So today we are going to be talking about how to plan your morning routine, how to implement it, and what some of the things you can do for your morning routine are to keep your day intentional and to get you started on the right track. Okay, so last fall I went on vacation and the time difference was the complete opposite of the East Coast where I am now. And so my internal clock was all off, as to how that goes when I got back. And so every morning I was waking up super early and I loved it. And I was using that to my advantage. I was waking up pretty much around 4:30 every morning, and I would get so much done on those days because it just felt like I had more time in the day. Even if I was going to bed earlier, being up that early in the morning before everyone else was awake allowed me to be intentional and plan my day before the sun came up, before everyone else was up, and I enjoyed that time on my own to get as much done as possible. But of course, as time went on, my clock started to catch up and get back on track, and then daylight savings time came around the spring, and that just messed me up completely because now I lost an hour and I was waking up an hour later than when I would normally wake up. And so now I'm on this track of waking up closer to 7:30, and that's just not working for me. It's not giving me enough time to get through my morning before I have to do school with Zaya or whatever else it is that we have to do with our day. So my challenge to myself is to start doing a better morning routine that starts earlier in the morning, and I want to do 5 days to get myself started. 5 days of being intentional and doing morning routines. So I'm going to start on Monday my morning routine, and I'm going to shoot for waking up at 5:30 Monday through Friday of next week and planning my day accordingly. So the reason that I think that it's good to have a morning routine and wake up and have something before anybody else is up, especially when you have all the time to yourself, is because it gets you motivated for the day. It starts you off with something very set in your mind of what you're going to start your day off with. And as a creative, my mind is pretty much all over the place all of the time. And so to have that rock, that thing that sets it off and starts off my day with a very intentional way of being is very helpful for me to keep my mind on track for the rest of the day. And it helps me with planning and things like that because I am just all over the place, and we're gonna get through this together. But I'm going to start off my days Monday through Friday of next week trying to be up at 5:30 to start my morning routine. And I challenge anybody who's watching this video who doesn't already have to do that to do that too. Even if you get up in the morning and you have to be at work at a certain time, maybe waking up even an hour earlier just to start off your day would be really helpful to that extra time that you get to yourself before you're waking up the kids or before you're getting dressed and showered for work, just to have some time to yourself, either to do things that you're not able to do during the rest of the day, or just to have some alone time to, meditate, pray, or whatever it is. So some of the things that I would like to implement into my morning routine, I will share with you now, and maybe in the comment section below you guys can share with me some of the things that are helpful in your morning routine if you already have a really good one, or some things that you would like to add to your morning routine if you're thinking about doing this as well. And we can help each other out by sharing different ways to keep ourselves on track. So some of the things that I would like to have in my morning routine would be waking up, making the bed. I really do try to make my bed for the most part every day, even if it's not perfectly tucked and folded, at least have it looking neat. So wake up, make my bed every day, pray in the mornings to start my day with thanks, and then sometimes that can either be in the form of just prayer or also writing in a prayer journal, because I do have one of those as well that I haven't written in a while. Exercise, I don't know. I mean, that would be wonderful, and to add in like even 15 minutes of that, so that would be great. Oh, the other thing that I want to start my day off is drink water right away. Water with lemon or whatever, just to get things going. And then I would like to do some morning pages. And if you guys, I don't know if you know what morning pages are, but it's basically just like getting all your thoughts out onto a piece of paper early in the morning to begin your day. And I can talk more about that in another video. But I would like to do some morning pages, and then I would like to go over my schedule for the day. So it's really hard for me to schedule out way ahead of time. I just have a really hard time with that. I don't ever stick to the schedule. It's better for me to plan out my days in little bits of time. So I would like to do to-do lists each day of things that I have that I know I need to get done. I am going to be working on color blocking my weeks and my days, so that, you know, I have an idea, a general idea of what needs to be done, but the smaller tasks I need to do almost daily so that I can break them down, and that's what works for me. But yeah, so those were like the main things that I like to do. I used to get up in the morning and go straight to the coffee shop and just sit and work and stuff. And I might get back to that because I really loved doing that, and I was doing that a lot in the fall. But for right now, I know that those are the things that I would like to do, and it's a quiet time before anybody else is awake, which is so important for me. And I take that time, and it's still dark, and I know that's a little weird, but it's kind of nice because you're up and you're drinking your water and then your coffee, and then at least for me, and I'm just writing down and getting my mind set for the day and getting my mind cleared, so I have a better idea of how my day is going to go, and it can be really intentional, the steps that I take, because we have, you know, lots of time in a day, but it never feels like it. That 24 hours feels tiny, and if we're more intentional with what we do with that time and breaking it into sections, we can see how much time we actually have to get more things done. So that is the point of me doing this morning routine and getting, you know, myself in a better position to succeed in more ways. So if you guys are interested, I would love to know if you'd love to join me on this journey of doing 5 days of intentionality. Is that a word? And getting our morning routines down. And then from then on, we'll already be there. Maybe we can make habits out of it. You know, after 2 weeks, they say something's a habit. So if we can get through that, that would be awesome. So if you're going to be a part of this challenge, I would love for you to comment down below and share like what things you think you're going to do for your morning routine, or what things work for you. And then at the end of the week, we will check in and see how we did with our 5 days of being intentional. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for new vids. And don't forget to like and comment below and share your morning routine with me. And I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.